YouTube. We got to shout out to Black Conservative Perspective. Almost at a million subscribers. I need to holler at this boy. That boy. This guy's a genius when it comes to geopolitics. I don't know why he don't want to run for office where he in Charlotte, Carolina, where he's from. But we're gonna react to his video. We're gonna react to Trump, the Epstein files. Everybody went to Epstein files. Epstein files. Just react Epstein files. Epstein files. Release the Epstein files. Release the Epstein files. The Democrats have been calling it another hoax, trying to put Trump in some kind of pedophilia ring with Jeffrey Epstein, and it's just low-hanging fruit shit. It's evil. Just these people disgust me. Let's get into it.
And on the media and on the American people, because again they left out some very key information about these emails. You just understand that Democrats are relying on the American people being dumb, that they don't have anything. And common sense would tell you that they don't have anything, because if they had anything at all incriminating on President Trump when it comes to Epstein, it would have been released under the Biden administration. When the Biden administration was in control of the FBI, of the DOJ, it would have been released. They tried everything to stop Trump from becoming president. Yeah, if they had anything, it would have been released. That's just common sense. It's just common sense at this point. Also, President Trump would not have leaned into this during the campaign trail had he been involved in any way whatsoever, right? At least it would have been a smart thing to do. I don't think he would have leaned into it at all. There's nothing here, right? I think it's super obvious. There's nothing. But again, Democrats are relying on the American people being dumb, and on the liberal media, specifically outlets like MSDNC, carrying water on their behalf in order to trick their followers into believing that this is some type of crazy bombshell that proves that President Trump was involved with the activities that Jeffrey Epstein was involved with, when certainly that's not the case. In fact, these emails actually kind of prove the exact opposite. And I want to talk about it, so I'm going to go ahead and play a clip from a friend of mine. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with his channel, but if not, you should definitely follow him. Definitely check him out.
Check it out.
Let him know that I sent you to his channel.
We're going to break this Trump email shit down.
It states, I want you to realize that the dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Victim, whose name is redacted here, spent hours at my home with him. He has never once been mentioned, but the police chief, etc., in 75%.
Redacted means it's like classified information. They take it out to protect victims and privacy. So the redacted is the young lady that wrote a book about it. She ended up passing. The victim is Trump. She already passed away. She said Trump had no wrong involvement, never touched, never did anything to her. So it's been redacted by Democrats, and they used this email to say Trump was with a victim. But the victim already told you Trump never did anything. For context.
I'm 75% there. Okay, so that's what one of them says. Now, again, we have redacted victim, Mar-a-Lago, something redacted here. Trump said he asked me to resign, was never a member ever. Of course he knew about the girls, as he asked Jelaine to stop. Now it's like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
He asked Jelaine to stop.
Wait a minute.
The police chief, and in the official investigate.
Hold on. So you got email Jeffrey Epstein telling his lawyers that Trump told his co-conspirator Joel, whatever her name is, to stop doing whatever shit you went to. Stop it. It's going to end up bad for you. This is terrible. This vindicates Donald Trump. This shit helps Donald Trump. He know about the girl. He told her to stop. That means he's not into it. He mean you shouldn't be into it. I mean you're a disgusting human. You need to stop doing that with Jeffrey Epstein. Get away from this man. Stop abating him.
What Epstein is referencing here is that...
Go to show that's why Trump kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. That's why he didn't make him a member of Mar-a-Lago. That's why he stopped a relationship with him. That's why they try to blackmail. It's like blackmailing Donald Trump, because Trump knew about what was going on, was going to... And cut ties from his ass, was going to... I don't know if he's going to turn on him or snitch on him. But he just got away from that situation. He got away from interacting with the guy because he found out what the guy was into. That's what it was like. Like Trump found out this nigga was into this shit, got away from him, and because he knew it was going to end up bad for him. That's what it like to me.
He's never been mentioned to the authorities, as Epstein actively was getting investigated by...
They were trying to blackmail Trump. This is when before Trump was ever president. They're trying to use this against Trump to blackmail him. This vindication in all counts.
No, 2011 at this point.
2011.
So already it's like, hold on a second. This doesn't seem to be proving the point that Democrats want it to be, but here's the last one. This is in 2015, and it's from Michael Wolff to Jeffrey Epstein. Now keep in mind that Michael Wolff is kind of like this respected journalist figure by the mainstream establishment, by the Democrat side, blah, blah, blah. Does raise serious questions on this guy, honestly, why he's having these communications with Jeffrey Epstein, but nonetheless, here's what he says.
Why is the CNN anchor having a conversation with Jeffrey Epstein?
You should let him hang himself, referencing Donald Trump here, it appears. If he says he hasn't been on the plane or to the House, then that gives you a valuable PR and political currency. You can hang him in a way that potentially generates a positive benefit for you, or if it really looks like he could win, you could save him generating a debt. Of course, it is possible that when asked, he'll say Jeffrey is a great guy and has gotten a raw deal and is a victim of political correctness, which is believed to be outlawed in a Trump regime. So, in a second, we'll explain, again, the context here and who this redacted victim is and why the entire thing is just completely bogus. But thus far, okay, even without the context, again, if you just consider what's really appearing to be said here, first of all, again, he's never been mentioned. Well, never been mentioned to who exactly? This is why Democrats don't want you to understand the context, because he immediately says the police chief, etc. Again, in other words, the victim and the accusers here never brought up Donald Trump to the authorities, is what's being said, because, and the implication of that is what, right? Because he was never actually involved in wrongdoing, but we'll explain that more in a second. So he's never been mentioned. Keep in mind, that's to the authorities from the victims. Notice how the victim's name, who spent hours at the house with Donald Trump, is redacted here. We'll explain for you in a second who that victim is. But of course, in the second one, right? And I quote, "Of course he knew about the girls as he asked Ghislaine to stop." So you mean to tell me that Trump was trying to stop what was happening, right? He wasn't trying to condone the, maybe not everyone knew exactly what's going on at the time, but undeniable.
Right. So, and this speaks truth to volume, because Trump, when he got in office, he did the human trafficking sex law and that, right? Some people argue, well, Trump knew he was in on sex also. He put that as a cover up. No. But if you want to be a conspiracy theory, you can believe that dumb shit, or you can believe what Trump said. He asked Judge Lane to stop. So he tried to stop whatever that was going on. I'm not sure he knew what everything was going on, but he knew they was into some crazy, shady stuff. He wanted to stop that. And when he became president, he did the entire human trafficking slave law. Go to show you he's against this kind of behavior. Everything he put in policy is what he was against. The media got the power to make the innocent guilty, and the guilty innocent. I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm a little bit afraid. I'm making it tatted.
It'd be like shady and questionable behavior that Jeffrey Epstein was up to. He asked Ghislaine to stop. How is that incriminating? That's actually showing, Trump was like never a part of this stuff and he didn't want to be, right? He asked Ghislaine to stop. What point is that supposed to prove? And then, Trump asked me to resign, never remember, ever, whatever. Okay, the point is what? Trump andEpstein, as is well documented, had a falling out in the 2000s. And then the last one, right?
Because the nigga was a pedophile. Jeffrey Epstein was a nasty, sick individual.
This very clearly reads like Michael Wolff, again, well-respected Democrat-leaning journalist, actually trying to convince Jeffrey Epstein, and they're kind of glued together here, right, to blackmail Trump,
this guy,
so that way Trump doesn't go after Jeffrey Epstein. Is that not so obvious from what's happening here? Right? You can hang him in a way
finest.
That either
he got to sit in
for you,
anchor,
or you could try to expose him or something like that.
Come on, this guy's smart. Come on. You have a CNN anchor telling Jeffrey Epstein they planning on asking Trump about you. Now, this nigga is treason to his own network. Why would CNN ever put anything good about Donald Trump? This is going to be another lawsuit for Donald Trump. Donald Trump going to sue CNN. Because you have your high CNN anchor talking to Jeffrey Epstein, blackmailing Donald Trump. Giving this man information that Trump going to be asked about you tonight. Before Trump even appear on the show. Let that sink in.
They never mention any actual criminal wrongdoing. It's just being on the plane, which was documented, happened like once, or to the House, whatever, right back in the 1990s. But again, none of this actually says he did anything wrong. They're doing exactly as a matter of fact what the Democrats are trying to do.
Well, Epstein file, because Trump's on it. All these liberals.
Before. They
shit is
hung
crazy.
out a couple times. They were friends maybe at one point. this clearly means Trump's in wrongdoing, but that's not actually proof of anything, right? That's just a mere accusation. Here's another one, though, from Michael Wolff. If we were able to craft an answer for him, what do you think it should be? I hear CNN planning to ask Trump tonight about his relationship with you, either on air or in the scrum afterwards. So that's kind of the context of this whole thing.
Yeah. So you're seeing that, you heard that. Again, shout out to Vince Dow, who I think
Vince
did
Dow,
an
that's the guy
excellent
name.
job.
This is great format, Black Conservative Perspective. I'm David Smith, Monopoly Control on Culture. Y'all need to like the video, comment. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. We're on real, authentic stuff. You should be right here.
Mentions Trump and essentially a discussion about how to blackmail the president because President Trump warned Jelaine that, hey, they need to stop whatever weird stuff they got.
Whatever shit got going over there, you need to stop.
That. I don't agree with that. Remember, Trump actually kicked Jeffrey Epstein
out of Mar-a-Lago because he's a nasty nigga.
Recruiting girls at Mar-a-Lago.
Thank you.
He kicked him out for that.
We need to get this. Y'all need to watch the video all the way through.
In the email, which is probably part of the whole blackmail thing, the fact that Jeffrey Epstein got kicked out of Mar-a-Lago
because Trump kicked the nigga out of his own Mar-a-Lago, his golf thing, his house. Because this nigga was recruiting girls there. You know how you get and victims said it. That's how you get more girls. How you get so many victims? Because he get girls to recruit girls. That's like a pimp. You know a pimp from the hood, niggas. How you get other girls? You get other your hoes, other hoes to recruit girls to you. Jeffrey Epstein was a whole ass nigga. He was getting other girls, young girls, to recruit other girls to come and do nasty things. And Trump seen that nigga doing it at his events. He like, nigga, hell no. What's wrong with you?
President Trump was like, no, I don't like the fact that you're recruiting girls at my business for your creepy activities. Trump was explicitly against that. I think these emails exonerate the president.
He's exonerated. Trump gets exonerated.
It seems like President Trump was made it very clear that he's not down with all
the
that
nasty
stuff that Jeffrey Epstein was involved in. That's what it seems like to me. Now, again, Democrats redacted the name of the victim in the emails to try to make it seem as if Trump was doing something shady with the victim. But yet, the victim's name that they reacted is Virginia Giuffre, who is one of the victims, and she explicitly went on record, sworn testimony, that nothing ever happened between her and President Trump, and she never saw President Trump do any wrongdoing whatsoever. Right? This is what she said specifically. This is sworn testimony that the victim that Democrats redacted in the emails on Big Bombshell, Trump is in the Epstein files. The victim that he spent hours with said that he never did anything. He didn't do anything. And this woman was gung-ho about all of the men that she claimed she was involved with. Right? Which, by the way, I also have to mention this because a lot of people, I think, don't really understand how these girls kind of fit in, right? How the victims kind of fit in with Epstein's operation. Virginia Giuffre also helped Epstein recruit other girls.
Right.
And that is how
Epstein
was involved with so many girls. So many people ask the question, well, how did Epstein recruit all these girls?
Just said that.
Because the girls that he successfully recruited other girls. They went out and recruited other girls. They went to their friends, the girls they knew. They were like, hey, unfortunately, this, old man that, you can massage or whatever, right? You can get paid. And that's how he was involved with so many girls. Because he used the girls to recruit other victims. That's what happened.
So you got this girl that actually helped Jeffrey Epstein recruit girls, said all the things that men did to her, and was vile when saying Trump did nothing. Trump spent hours with her. Democrats, CNN, Fox News, News Nation, all your left-winged conspiracies need to have this point out. They ain't gonna make a video about it. They want to spread propaganda and tell the truth. See, they tell the truth. You got one of the victims who wrote a book, said all the men that she testified, recruited girls for Jeffrey Epstein, said Trump had nothing to do with it. Exonerated. Do we need to go even more? Or do I need to show you the video where these vile, vicious, liberal Democrats and even CNN couldn't stomach the lies and propaganda, which is crazy.
One of the victims, Virginia Giuffre, explicitly went on record saying, yeah, I've never seen him do anything wrong. Right? Again, the same person, the same victim that Democrats redacted.
The Democrats redacted it.
Right? An email that suggests that President Trump spent time with a Jeffrey Epstein victim. He spent hours with that person. You know what that means?
You know what that means? And that's
You
the
know
same
what that
victim
means,
come out
right?
and said Trump did nothing.
But again,
So they redacted it.
they're trying to rely
These are
on
clowns. These are
ignorance.
pathetic. These are bad
And
people, man.
because
These Democrats are bad
this is
people.
such a bad smear job.
Terrible
Democrats
smear
are now
job.
getting embarrassed, are now getting humiliated on outlets like CNN
CNN.
because of the fact that CNN is even mentioning that, yeah, these emails aren't what you guys are making
Trying to
out
make
be. When they mentioned that the victim here that was redacted is Virginia Giuffre, who explicitly said that Trump didn't do anything wrong, or she didn't see Trump do anything wrong.
This is an email from April 2nd, 2011.
Look at Jasmine Crockett,
Republicans are
dumbass.
saying that victim
I would
is
hit
Virginia Giuffre.
Jasmine Crockett. I would hit her. I would like to ask her, Scott. She an old, nice-looking black girl I can hit, but
Here's the email right here
dumb as a doughnut.
on your screen. She wrote a book,
Dumb
as
as a
you know, and she did not accuse him of any wrongdoing. What do you make of that? And can you confirm that? Yeah,
Why
I don't
Jasmine
know.
Crockett, dumbass?
Obviously, it's redacted who the victim is. So I
Democrats.
won't necessarily take the Republicans' word on who it is.
The
that's
Democrats redacted it.
And I don't know why they would necessarily redact someone's name who is deceased at this point.
The Democrats did that, though. The Democrats redacted.
No, I understand, but I'm
Okay.
just saying, like, our biggest concern is to actually make sure that we
Jasmine
are
Crockett, why is
protecting
she in Congress?
victims, and obviously she wrote a book, she told her truth.
Yo, this is hilarious.
Yo,
this
bro.
is absolutely hilarious.
These people bad people, bro. These people bad
Jasmine
people.
Crockett went on
Jasmine
CNN
Crockett's a bad person, bro.
doing what all these Democrats are
She's a
trying to
bad
do.
person, bro. These people
Trump
bad.
and Epstein files, we have a bomb show.
Yo, these are bad. These are bad people. New Riders is a bad. These riders bad because I mean, I don't follow. Excuse me. I try my best to follow Christ. We all do. We all try to do good people. I think we all do. I give people the benefit. I think we all do. Some perfect, some more better than others. Nobody perfect. Somebody do stuff better than others. One thing I fixated on in my life: I do not bear false witness against anyone. Once you do that I think that's the worst kind of. I think rapists are the worst kind of people. People that rape people, and I think people that bear false witness against people, lie on people's name, and spill people into things that they're not. It's bad people, 100%. And I think because people like murder, not murder. It's all kind of way where murder is justified. Nigga may try to break into your house. Somebody break into your house, you have to protect your family. May try to kill you. You can see how to handle your business. Raping someone and lying on somebody for rape or just anything, or just brand false witness somebody, saying somebody did something that you know they didn't do. It's like that lady that said the young black man that got killed, beat because he whistled at the girl. I can't think of his name right now. The black kid, and the lady came out and said that it was false. It was a hoax. You just as dangerous. You just as dangerous as the rapist or the killer that hurting people. People that like you people. That's why when people say rape, when people say they get sexual assault, and they got raped and they lie on somebody, they should go to get the same amount of jail time as the person that they try to accuse to go to jail. What's that dude? What's the nigga name? That's me.
No,
Tell me to come
except-
along. What's his name?
Again, we
Emmett Till.
mentioned the
Emmett
fact
Till. Emmett
that
Till.
Virginia Giuffre's name was redacted, and she also didn't accuse the president of any wrongdoing. In fact, she said, "I never saw him do anything at all." Now all of a sudden, Democrats are like, "Well, Republicans redacted the name. I don't know why they would do that." Except Republicans didn't do that.
Democrats redacted it.
Democrats did that.
And the lady
Democrats redacted the name. Why did Democrats redact the name?
gotta ask
The
that
reason
question.
why they did that is because they think that you're stupid.
Mm-hmm.
This is what Democrats, I keep trying to tell people, Democrats rely on ignorance. The Democrat Party only exists because,
Stupid people.
unfortunately, a significant amount of the American public,
A lot of y'all stupid, bro. Keep it
they're
100.
ignorant.
Not y'all. Y'all perfect.
They're not going to actually read emails. They're not going to actually do their own research. They're not going to actually look into things. They're just going to take the liberal media and the Democrats, their word for it. Well, Trump is in it. He's in the files. He's mentioned. Therefore, he must be guilty or something. When that's not how it works. Okay?
Shit is crazy.
There's no hard evidence that President Trump is guilty of anything. Being mentioned in the files doesn't mean that you're guilty of anything. That's what people got to understand. And that's the part about this whole Epstein thing that's so annoying to me. Because it's at the point now where people think that, well, if anybody's name is in the file, then they must have been involved. And it's like,
Yeah.
no, that's not
how it works. Not how it works at all.
It's not how it works.
At all.
This guy was clearly a socialite, right? He hung out with a lot of people, and at the time, I guess a lot of people like hanging out with him.
Yeah, I mean, he was a rich guy. He was a financial advisor. People understand Jefferson was a financial advisor. He was a money guy. He get your money offshore and give your money to you. That's what he did. So he saved niggas a lot of money. And he was a social nigga. He had an island. When you find out one of your friends into some wild shit, you went back out. I found out one of my friends into some wild shit. When we grew up together, I say this nigga. I was like, you like that? I say, nah, we don't do that over here, nigga. That's against my morals and nah, we gotta step away. And that's what Trump seemed like Trump did. Trump felt like, nigga, you into that? And the other people that's probably in the Epstein file like you did that. I believe a lot of niggas did business with him. Then I mean they did 2 mans with him, 3 mans with him. It's so people gotta understand the different that part of it.
But it's not one of those things where people actually really want to let everybody know that, hey, I'm into this weird stuff that a lot of people are probably not going to agree with, right? That's not something that you tell it.
Absolutely. And let's just jump into this
just because.
Check this out. Check this lady out on CNN. Watch the CNN.
Understand when it comes to this Epstein issue.
Hold on, Greg. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
You can get with this, and you can get with that.
It's like when you find out your man into some wild shit, would you still be friends with him? Because if you're still a friend, then you into it. But if you find out you still only friend with him, then that's on you. But if you say, man, what?
Protected by state law.
How many people did you find out that you was cool with? Find out they weren't cool how you thought they was, and then some foul shit. Once you do your own research and homework and really want to, all you conspiracy people out there that really want to believe in stupid shit, you should do your own homework. There's always information out there that fit the narrative that you want to fit. But it's also for you to be educated enough to go out there and get it yourself.
In a recent interview, the director noted that final expense coverage is one of the few.
So we're gonna skip that.
Yeah, I mean, these emails are clearly extraordinarily explosive. They implicate the president, that he not only knew what was happening in Jeffrey Epstein's circle,
he didn't know what was
but
going on.
He spent time with at least one, if not multiple, of Jeffrey Epstein's named sex victims, as well as there's discussion in...
She should be fired right now. She should be fired, she should be sued, she should be like... It's one victim and it's been redacted by your party, and you say it's multiple, it can be multiple. You just put false ban on somebody's name, you should be fucking fired.
The email that you just cited between Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein about the fact that he had been the
even
dog
as biased as it is against Trump, she ain't
specifically, you're talking about the police.
You're fucking
what this implicates
disgusting.
is that potentially going back all the way to 2011,
Disgusting.
even after Jeffrey Epstein had
These
been
white liberal
investigated
bitches are
for
disgusting,
criminal activity,
and they
not just
drag
in
black
sex
women with them.
trafficking, but also
And they got these
for
weak ass black men go down with
financial
them.
crimes, which we know
We're gonna make a
US
video about
attorney
that.
has to lie
And Stephen A.
at his
Smith.
deposition
About Stephen A.
about
Smith.
that Donald Trump was being named by Epstein and by Ghislaine Maxwell as being the dog that didn't bark on them. And so the question is, what did Donald Trump have on them? Was he engaged in these activities? And why is Donald Trump calling Republican members of the House today and yesterday to threaten them to get off of the discharge petition? If he thinks that we should be focused on the reopening the government, then why is he personally calling Republicans and
sign that shit as soon as they fucking voted on. That's how much you want the government open.
And see, a lot of people gave the president backlash when he said, yeah, this is a hoax. Now I'm starting to really understand what he's saying. It is a hoax, right?
Fucking hoax,
like,
bro.
The Democrat witch hunt.
Epstein Russia. This is a hoax.
And
like,
you can tell. She just
Charlottesville
lied
hoax.
by omission. She did mention the fact that in the same email, right, President Trump said, hey, Ghislaine needs to stop, right? That President Trump told them, stop. Right? That he don't agree with whatever weird stuff they're into. She didn't mention that. Why did she leave that out? Because it doesn't fit the narrative that they're trying to push. A disgusting narrative.
It's all about this.
I mean, these are sick people.
This bitch is sick. This bitch is sick.
Also on top of that,
look at her face. Ugly bitch.
She conveniently doesn't mention the name of the victim. Well, why is she not doing that?
Because she's trying to put it out there. Could be more victims.
They want you to think that it was just some random girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
That, Trump spent a long time with. Right? But they don't want you to know that the person that he spent
time with said that he had nothing to do with it.
Under oath, I
under
never
oath.
witnessed him do anything
under
wrong.
oath.
He is not.
No much money. She would have still been alive.
The individuals that
if she probably lied, because they probably paid her money. Say no. Say this about Trump. Say Trump did this.
Again,
I'm not saying she. I'm not. I want to put them that out there, but I'm saying if they would have paid a lot of money, put it in this place, she had to sell a book, and she would have went under oath and lied. But you can't lie under oath. Democrats propaganda didn't work.
Democrats are relying on you being stupid, being dumb.
Idiots, y'all idiots.
It's
Not y'all. Y'all
right?
perfect.
Your intelligence should be insulted by this.
So help us understand this,
Listen to this
because
question.
Democrats redacted Virginia Giuffre's
They redacted it.
name. And I mean, I have to say, these emails...
It came to us redacted. No, it came to us
It came to
redacted.
you redacted. Okay.
Yes, so we don't
Even different.
That is the claim of the White House. So that's something that we should be asking questions about. Yes.
Okay, really interesting. So, and House Republicans came out and mentioned the redaction there. It is of significance that Virginia Giuffre, who was so vocal, right, and was
So
not
vocal.
pulling any punches,
So vocal about
about
everything.
what happened.
Never mentioned
to
Trump did any
her,
wrongdoing.
Did not
How?
accuse Trump of wrongdoing. And so I
How,
want to
bitch?
know
How?
kind of what
Now, how can you
think
defend
of
that, bitch?
because there is this
Listen.
discrepancy. You have Epstein saying this in an email to Maxwell. Maxwell, you know,
This is too
knew
good.
about,
This is too
her
good.
in terms
I know.
of,
I know. I know
credibility.
the
She
conspiracies
doesn't
of
really have
Democrats
credibility,
are
right,
so
when it comes
hurt
to being
that
honest.
Trump is not a
I'd
pedophile,
say
and he was
people have
actually trying to do the right
questions
thing.
about Epstein. Giuffre has said that there wasn't wrong. She hasn't claimed wrongdoing with Trump. So
At all.
how do you kind of square what you're reading in the email with what Virginia Giuffre
She's gonna keep
has
lying
said
to her
publicly?
constituents and American people. See, they're not
Well,
buying
first
it.
of all, like I just mentioned, we don't know if the White House's claim that that redacted name actually is Virginia Giuffre. And
Shut up, bitch. She's trying to imply that it's somebody else. Shut your stupid ass up. Like the video, comment the video, hit subscribe button. If you want to watch more of the video, and it's 30-minute video. We almost at 30-minute mark. Tell me what y'all think. Like the video, hit the subscribe button. Peace.